Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I so appreciate you. Please like on the way in. It gives me an energetic donation to the channel, helps me tune into you. Flip the roles as you see fit. Take what resonates from this reading and leave the rest, and let's call in spirit and let's get this party started, shall we? Spirit guides and angels of your whitest light, please give me a clear message for the collective, one that brings healing, hope, and understanding of their situation. Protect me as I open myself up to channel and protect my beautiful collective. And thank you so much for joining me today. I so appreciate you. These are collective readings, any energy, any sign. Energy does not have a gender. Okay, flip the roles. These are timeless readings. If it doesn't fit, you must equip. Don't take this on if this doesn't belong to you, okay? Okay, we're going to put a little smoke, do a little Reiki-esque start here. Get some beautiful smoke on the subject. Yeah, baby, yeah. Because we got to. All right, excellent. Okay, what are we going to do? My rattle. Clear the energy off. I love my rattle. Black obsidian. Protection, clearing. Got to have that as well. I got here selenite stick. And this is my featured picture today. Selenite is for clearing, for making things clear. I love that. And this is my beautiful picture where I work. They're so sweet. They're so sweet. They make these beautiful things. This is from a coloring book, and I decided to laminate it. Isn't it pretty? I got that as a gift from one of my friends. And look what the other one gave me. Look how beautiful this is. A beautiful bouquet of flowers from their garden. Oh, I love it. I have such wonderful peeps. I really do. All right, we're going to feature the graffiti today and a bunch of different decks. I'm going to start with Mayan. And then, but the first thing we got to do before we do anything else, ring the bowl, sound bowl. All right, if you have any aversion to sound, please lower your volume in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, that was clear. And of course, black tourmaline. Protect my readers, protect my soul family. Yeah, there you go. Protection, clearing. And I want one more thing, I'm sorry. Rose quartz. Because I really feel like this is an opening of your heart and your intentions. It's a beautiful color, but it has so much beauty in it. We as humans on this journey called life, we also are beautiful. Love yourself today. Open up your heart to yourself. Okay, let's go. I believe that this is going to be a reading of a romantical nature, of love. Look at, they don't even want to go together. It's like something doesn't fit. Love lost. Somebody's constantly craving you, it's saying in these cards, as I'm already flipping them out. But there was a third party. It's never always, it seems like in these readings, there's always some sort of third party interference. Betrayed. Somebody feels betrayed. Past, present, or future energy, my friends. Family members. You could have been betrayed by family members or people that you thought were like family members to you. Reconciliation. Somebody wants to reconcile with you. Could be a baby mama, baby daddy. Find out. Spirit, give me some messages, please, from my deck. Thank you, Spirit. Defensive. Somebody could be defensive for defending their position. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. They like to place the blame. It's like a blame game with this person. No personal responsibility, all on you. Age difference is here, but it could be in the reverse. There could be an age difference, could have been past, right? Somebody used that as an excuse. You're too old for them, too young for them. They were too young, too old. Yep. It could be a maturity level too, right? Yep. The spirit is working on your person, but it's in the reverse. So even if the spirit is trying to work on your person, they're not accepting or not getting the message. Overthinking. This person's trying to come out of that. Or maybe you don't have to overthink a subject or a situation between the two of you. You already know. So you already know the writing's on the wall with this. Codependent in the reverse. At one time, there could have been a codependent element to this connection, but no longer. Somebody cut the ties here is what I'm hearing. It was kind of like one of those long time coming things, bound to happen because one person was taking, the other one was giving. Yeah, walking away. You walked away from a subject. Walk away from a subject. You walked away from a situation. Haters is in the reverse. You might have had people that were hating you at one time. They're coming out of that, or they don't want to hate you anymore. Somebody's broke. Could be a person. Yeah, the telepathic connection. You could have had a telepathic connection, but it's broken. It no longer can reach you in the 5D is what I'm hearing. Yeah, this connection, you were betrayed. You were betrayed. And the worst part about it is that this person's sitting there, standing there, talking about you to other people as if you are the issue because they don't want to take personal responsibility. Spirit has tried to work with this person, and when it became blatantly obvious that they could not work with this person anymore, you were divinely protected and guided out of the situation. You walked away. You may have at one time been overthinking, should I stay or should I go? You didn't know. But there was a lot of people that got involved. There was a lot of people that had their opinions. Haters is here, but it's in the reverse. So there's some sort of truth, some sort of epiphany, something that's going on here that people are recognizing who's at fault here and who isn't. Yeah, let's go into the shadows. This is a person who's broke. Your past person could be broke, could be comically going through it, could be financially strapped because they no longer have your money to rely on. Not like they used to. This is a person that could be acting younger than their age because they're immature. And you're not overthinking it. They were codependent on you at one time. Maybe you were codependent on them. And now people are seeing who really was the codependent one is the one that's defensive about it. They don't want to hear anybody bringing your name up. They're acting like they don't care that you're gone, you're not there anymore. The hermit. You could have gone into hermit mode when this situation took place, but I feel like the roles have flipped and are reversed, and this person's doing that right now. Yeah. This is a new, like, beginning. Pentacles. Like the one of it says one of pentacles. I've never seen that one before. Let me see. Yeah, it's a number one. So it's a new beginning. Maybe a new job. You had to move. Start something new. Like a strategy, though. You're in the planning stages of something. Something's being moved on the chessboard. Yeah, you're looking at all your options now, where before you were limited, is what I'm hearing. Let me see. 5, 6, 10, 15, 6, so it's 15. Temperance is here. Balance was needed in your mind. You needed to balance something out. I feel like that's what you were strategizing. Should I stay or should I go? Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. You're working on something new. Hang on, I gotta get something in the oven. All right, sorry. I'm making raisin bread. All right. So you're working on something new. Something that you've been planning for a while. You needed balance. And maybe there was a time when you were in your rest period, your hermit state, where you're really contemplating what you should do. The sun. I feel like there was a time when you gave so much to this connection, and the guilt of leaving the connection kept you stuck in this situation. But I feel like the sun is illuminated that you couldn't change this person and you couldn't change the circumstances no matter how much you bent. You were going to break. Maybe you told that to this person. I don't feel like they really took you serious. But now look, you have all these opportunities. The world is at your feet. Success is going to be in the cards for you. Whatever you're working on is going to be successful. With that said, the world is usually what do you have to give up in order to gain it. And this is this life that you had with this person. You have a high priestess. So I feel like you intuitively knew that there was a move that was going to have to be made. You didn't want to make that move, though, I'm hearing. And it took you a long time, almost like kicking and screaming, to get out of the situation because you really love this person. But this person did not show you that same type of devotion, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. You're gifted. You have a lot of skills in a lot of different areas. But you were very stunted, 10 of Wands, because the person you were with was a jealous individual. You have creativity, which is showing here in the Pentacles. And here it is, something that you're studying. Okay? 8 of Chalice. So you're working on something, studying something, perfecting your craft. Could be in art, creativity, but even cooking is art. So you could have something in cooking, art, all of the above. Things that you're working on. But you were stunted as far as the person you were with, because they didn't want you to be creative. 8 of Pentacles is here. You're looking things up. 8 of Chalice. Could be in the spiritual sense. Watching something, like reviewing something. Over here, the creativity was stunted because this person didn't want you to be creative. The person that you were with was very crafty. They knew. They wanted to keep what they had, this 10 of Pentacles, this lifestyle. But it involved raising their vibration up and supporting you, and they just weren't able to do that. And it came to the point in this situation where you realized that they were never going to be what you wanted them to be, so you had to choose what it was you're going to do. Were you going to stay stuck with this person, or were you going to go forward without them? And I feel like that's what you had to do. You might have had to leave a family behind as well, like a life, the dream of having this happy family life, because this person was crafty. Maybe they were looking stuff up, trying to figure out ways magically to stunt you, or getting help by somebody else. It was sneaky and crafty what this person was doing. You're trying to grow, learn things, try new things. This person was very fixed in, maybe even their mind was fixed in as far as like in the role in the family, what they were willing to do and what they were not willing to do. Instead of working as a team, you wanted somebody that gave as much as you give, and you weren't going to get that in this connection. So you needed to have balance. You were overgiving, and this person was taking. They betrayed you. They didn't support you. And now it's over, and they want it back because they're losing. But it's not because they love you. It's because they want that lifestyle that they had before, where they could just lay back and you do everything. But you're having this revolution, this transformation, maybe even spiritually thinking different things. You're no longer just the 3D religions. You're going into the matrix. Confirmation, my alarm's going off, so that means my bread is done. Let me take it out of the oven and I will return, my friend. My breads, I got 3 of them going. Hang on. All right, sorry. I had to get my bread out. of the oven. And this is one of 3. My cinnamon raisin bread babies. Yeah, delicious. Let it cool off while I finish off. Okay, so basically you're working on things. This person was stunting you. You decided to not move. You moved on. You no longer wanted to give. Okay? But there's haters here. So there's other people that this person tried to turn against you, or other people were in a group of people, family, friends, that were also against you and not for this connection. I don't know why. Spirit, can you give me a reason? Effortless attraction. Okay. So there was an attraction here. Maybe that's what got you in the first place, this attraction. You were attracted by this person. They thought they had you, right? They thought they knew you. You're always going to stay regardless of the little effort they gave you. Effortless, right? They didn't give much effort. Supportive circle. It's in the upright. You do have people that are supporting you, but there could also be people that were supporting them, and that's why you have haters. Sabotage at work. So this could be a work environment where you met this person at work, and these people were sabotaging you. Oh my God. There's murder for hire. Oh man. Reminds me of that AC/DC song. Hiring somebody else to do their dirty work. Spousal revenge, scandal. Somebody was trying to put you in a third party situation to, like, if it was a divorce, or like trying to get like dirt on you. This could be what this was about, this researching and stuff. People were trying to get some dirt on you or throw somebody in your path so that they could accuse you of cheating, or they could accuse you of something. But you have a lot of inner peace, and people are seeing that now. The problem wasn't you, it was this person. And they were doing dirty deeds, man. Dirty deeds that are done dirt cheap. Oh, dirty deeds that are done dirt cheap, yeah. Pick up the phone, leave her alone. You gotta make a stand. Oh my God. Yeah, for a fee. I hope not. That's just dumb, man. Somebody was doing dirty deeds, man. Yeah, double standards. This person does not balance themselves out. Their mindset is very old-fashioned in a lot of ways. They might have been raised by older parents, got taught a certain way, man's role, woman's role, take your pick. They have another person, but they didn't want you to. They were trying to get dirt on you to blame you for cheating when they're the ones that have been cheating. But you know what? You are optimistic. You stayed optimistic. You stayed loving. And this person's got hit after hit. Their ego is going to teach them a lesson that you could never teach them. They burnt their bridge with you. Yeah. And somebody that they're with could have trapped them, snapped the trap, because they did what? Yeah, fooled around and found out. They did. And now you're like, kick rocks. I'm not dealing with it. Yeah. He might have given you the silent treatment. This manipulator having narcissistic tendencies. Now, I'm not a diagnoser. I'm not a therapist. I don't pretend to be one. But this trend of narcissism, it's like a toxic cycle is ended. You've been through it for a long time. I'm not saying this person is a narcissist. I don't have that kind of background to diagnose that, but they do have tendencies towards that. They manipulate, mind games, silent treatment. It's all like classic 101. Okay. But that's something that I'm not going to say for certain that they're a narcissist. They have tendencies to be one. A player, they thought that they could not fail, but they invested badly. And it was all about the Benjamins. Isn't it always about the Benjamins? Yeah. And you're sailing above it. You're sailing above it. You're not getting involved. Mm-hmm. You could have been a power couple with this person, bottom of the deck. You could have like had it all. But this person thought that they could play around, have it all, right? You and somebody else or multiple people, and that you would always put up with it. They gave the bare minimum and didn't care how you felt about the subject. It was like, deal with it. They were in a toxic cycle, and you were in that karmic loop with them. They invested poorly in other people and got people involved in this. Maybe even looking situations up or spying on you. even pulling cards to see what you were doing. They were trying to get dirt on you, even if it took lying or even sending people to do their dirty work. Throwing people in your path to see if you would bite, if you would be lured into a sexual connection with somebody. Yeah. Well, this person was already in a connection with somebody, multiple people, and you walked away. You're not bothered by this person's drama, and you're no longer involved in it. So whatever karmic backlash, you're no longer stuck. Yep, mirrored souls. Connecting with somebody who reflects your true self. So that's going to be your future if it hasn't happened already. Somebody's playing the field. Maybe they even thought this person was their soulmate, person that they went towards. They mirror their trauma. Yep, they were bamboozled, I can tell you that. They're a player who went with multiple people, right? Maybe maybe very charming. Now they've got a charmer that's charming and raising them and using them like they've used others, including yourself. Losing you. Toilet plunger. Yep, unclogging unnecessary crap. You're getting rid of this person. You are. You're not in sync with this person. Maybe you never were. But you were charmed by them because they're very good at charming people. Mm-hmm. But now they're charming somebody else, so they threw you there like almost like an elf on a shelf, and you're like, I'm not sitting on a shelf for you. No more. And you ended this connection. Good for you. You stood up for yourself. You balanced yourself out. There's a lot of things that you wanted to do in life, and this person said, no, you belong doing this. It was like a traditional relationship. Maybe you worked, but you also had to come home and take care of the kids, do the housework, and all this other stuff on top of it, while this person sat around like the king. Yep, unseen burdens. There was burdens that they placed upon your back that maybe you weren't even aware of how deep it went. And then talking about you to other people, trying to get them to not like you. Toxic positivity. It's like they give you one good affirmation. They all look, they seem really happy and positive, but really deep down there, they hate themselves and they hate their life. And they took it out on you. They'd say one good thing and then 6 bad things to cover it up. That's narcissistic tendencies. Yeah, they give in to other people's, flattery, tension. Yeah, when they're bored, that's how they have their fun. Thank you, Spirit. Delusions of grandeur. You built this person up, made this person feel good. And inevitably, they tore you down as a thank you. Unfair expectations. Yeah, this person couldn't fail because they had your energy. They had you backing them 100%, and they didn't realize that it was your energy. They stood there on their podium thinking it was theirs. They couldn't fail. Somebody is, has a sexual problem, unable to engage in sexual relationships, frustrations, resentment towards society or women, and that keeps them, I don't know. They might have some photos they're keeping of you or some, hit it and quit it. This is a jealous ex of yours. Oh, God. Any more spirits before we end it? This is craziness, but they're watching you and they want you back because they want it like it used to be, where they could stand there and do absolutely nothing while you do everything, but you're rising. You're beyond this. There's so much that you're trying to accomplish and so much that you will accomplish. You're minding your own business. Yeah, and they got their name in you, but your name is all over the place. They're going to accidentally confess something. Yeah. They're going to give it up. They're going to give up what they've been doing accidentally. But it's going to be a blame thing, like it's because of you that I cheated. It's because of you that I did this. Yeah, it's always it's never personal responsibility. Mixed signals. They want you one minute, they don't want you the next. And you're like, your life and your purse strings have opened up all kinds of possibilities since you haven't been stuck with this person, this drain, really, this energy vampire. You're acting like they're happy for you, but they're not. Yeah. I feel like they crossed the line. They were unfaithful. They're giving up your personal information, dirty laundry, telling other people. Oh man, there's a lot of conflict in the background that you don't know about with this person. Yep. Confirmation. Gatekeeping. They don't want you to know all the stuff that they've been doing. They really don't. They're keeping all that hidden while they're saying you've moved on with your life. You left them behind. You left them holding the bag. They're playing victim right now with their friends and whatever neighbors, family members. And the whole time it was them creating a whole mess of drama that was unnecessary. And now that you're not there anymore, it's almost like you were the eye of the storm. And once you walked away, it's like it's imploded. Their life is imploded. Yep. They crossed the line when they betrayed you, threw you under the bus for other people and situations, and then went around saying it's all because of you. Something in you is lacking. And then they're looking at your life, trying to find dirt so that they can foster that. Oh, they left me because they were cheating. Yeah, whatever. Go on with your bad self, with the emphasis on go on. You don't need somebody in your life that's going to make it worse. And this person didn't build you up, they tore you down just so they could feel good about themselves. That's something they need to work on, my friend. That's not something you can help them with. Karma is going to teach them something far more than you could ever. Okay, so what we have here is crossing the line. So what I'm going to do now is go into 2 more decks here. Confirmation of that. And we should be done. I got 1 more tarot deck and a affirmation. Spirit, give me some more information on this crossing the line, please. This gatekeeper is here, controlling access. Determines who is allowed to... Oh, so he's setting the rules. Okay, so this person's a gatekeeper too. They controlled you for a long time. Yep. And somebody might be controlling them. Right now, their access is restricted to you, and I feel like the gatekeeper is the universe. So what was once their, like, lock and key, you under lock and key, now this person is suffering under lock and key because the universe isn't giving access to you anymore. Yeah, they have to watch you from a distance. And that might be making them salty. Spirit, give me some more information here on this. Yep, Ace of Pentacles. You're working on something new. Okay? And there could be a lot of conflicts here. 5 of Wands. Competition. Person could see you glowing. They could be even competing with you. That person, your person, could be competing with you for control, more like it. But somebody could be competing with you because look, your wish fulfillment, you're a star, and they're seeing that. Yeah, so they no longer have this access to you like they used to. Their life is in hangman, stagnation. But I feel like for a long time yours was too, being with this person. Look at this person that broke your heart. This person that made another choice. They took a leap of faith. Yep. It's a King of Pentacles. Or you're going to take a leap of faith towards a King of Pentacles. You're going to make a different decision. Yep. Something's coming in quick for you, and it's celebrations. Even if it was them making a choice to take a leap of faith towards somebody else, this King of Pentacles, and it could very well be that they went towards a feminine energy, but they're king, meaning the energy is they're stronger than this person, more controlling than this person. They got status, or they think they do. They sit on their throne. Yep. Something's coming in quick. Somebody's coming in quick. You are a gift from the universe to this person. And yet they couldn't see it. Generous, charitable. You're the Empress. You're well balanced, and that took time for you to be balanced. I feel like being around this person kind of unbalanced you for a long time. You could very well be this King of Pentacles as well as the Empress. Just because you're feminine doesn't mean that you don't have masculine energy prevalent. You're standing on your throne. You're being really gifted by the universe right now. Something is coming in quick for you. Somebody wants to be generous towards you, but somebody did not see you at one time. You're the High Priestess too? Ooh, child. Wow. that was probably a shocker to this person who didn't see your value. They thought that they were the person that was sitting on the throne, and yet it was you. So justice is coming here in this situation. Yep, and yep some more. There could be somebody that is coming towards you, a King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They might be a hardworking person, might not have a whole lot, but they are going to offer whatever they have to you. But this is going to lead to something of the Nine of Pentacles. And somebody wants to take it from you, though. Somebody wants to take this from you. Somebody has a whole lot of illusions that they can. Yes. An Ace of Swords. Truth and clarity is going to come out. There's a new beginning, or somebody wants a new opportunity with you. Or you might be walking away from situations. You might be walking away from this person. Yeah. Somebody's waiting for something to grow, ships to come in. Could be somebody that you had a relationship with in a sense of a marriage or a high-level commitment. Somebody that tied you down. Yeah. They want to offer you a Knight of Cups. Come in with their cup of love. But you're working hard. Emperor. You're stingy now with your time, your energy, and your money. This has created a tower in this person's life. They thought they were going to win. They thought they were going to take it all. Yeah, but now they feel like they're left out in the cold. Because you're finding success. Again, the world. The world is here. And you're not just accepting anybody's cup of love anymore. Or a knight or a page. This is a person that juggled you with other people. Somebody you had to defend yourself against a bunch of different people because of what they said about you. So you had a choice. With tears in your eyes, you made it. You made that choice. And you ended a situation with somebody. Which is going to lead to you having the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. And a Ten of Cups? Legacy? Money? Oh my Lord. Woo! This is going to... If this person is angry now, they're going to be mad or not later when they find this out. Everything is going to happen in divine timing. And when you leave this person, you're going to have success. You're going to walk away from this person that juggled you, from this person that gave you the bare minimum, from this person you had to defend yourself towards others. You had to defend yourself up against a whole bunch of people because they weren't going to do it for you. Maybe their family, their friends. Fighting the tide over here. You have to make a choice to walk away from a situation that you invested a lot of your resources and your love, while this person just took. And now you're going to be winning because of it. You're no longer accepting the bare minimum. Good for you. Yeah. What does it say? I am enough. Amen. You're finding that out. I am beautiful just as I am. I am loved just as I am. I am worthy just by being me. I don't need to fit in. I just need to be myself. And the right people will come into my life. Those who see me and appreciate me for all that I am. You know how long it takes a person to get to this point in their friggin' life? No wonder why you're the Empress and the High Priestess. Hello. You are enough. You always were enough. And unfortunately, people don't see you until you get to this status point in your life. But those who deserve to celebrate in this arrival, this ascension, are the ones that stood by you even when you had nothing. This person ain't it. They're only wanting to come back around to give you the bare minimum and take the maximum. You don't need that anymore. You're going to find your happy ending. And it ain't going to be with this person. This Ten of Cups, this Nine of Cups. Legacy. This fulfillment. Family. You may have started out with this idea that it was going to be this person, but life has taken you in a different direction. And this person's still stuck in the past thinking that they were all that in a bag of chips. But you were always good enough, smart enough. You were enough. And now you are recognizing it yourself. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? I am. Thank you so much for joining me on Empress Aries 888. Please like and subscribe and join my tribe because I'd love to have you. Till next time, be safe out there, my friends. Be blessed.